Imagine a time when all of humanity was united, one people, one language, one purpose. There were no barriers to understanding, no borders to separate cultures. It was a world of immense potential, a world where mankind worked together towards a singular goal. But that unity did not last. In the ancient land of Shinar, a group of ambitious builders set out to create something unprecedented, a tower that would reach the heavens, a monument to their power, and a gateway to the divine. It was not just a structure of brick and mortar, it was a declaration of independence from God himself. What if the Tower of Babel wasn't just a tower? What if it was something far more advanced and far more dangerous? Was it simply a symbol of human arrogance, or was there a deeper hidden purpose behind its construction? Some believe it was an attempt to recreate lost knowledge from before the Great Flood, an effort to reclaim forbidden secrets. Others speculate that the tower was more than a mere monument, that it may have been a stargate, a portal, a supernatural access point to the heavens that God had to shut down before mankind could unlock powers beyond their understanding. And most importantly, could the spirit of Babel be rising again today? Are we unknowingly repeating history, rebuilding what was once destroyed? Stay with me as we uncover one of the most mysterious stories in the Bible, the Tower of Babel. The story of the Tower of Babel is found in Genesis 11:1 through 9. After the flood, humanity was still united under one language. They traveled eastward and settled in a land called Shinar, where they made a bold declaration: "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves and not be scattered over the face of the whole earth." Genesis 11:4. But God saw what they were doing and said something that should make us pause. If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Genesis 11:6. Why would God be concerned? What was so dangerous about their plan? Was this just about pride, or was something more sinister at play? Could it be that this event had consequences that reached far beyond just language and geography? Was this the moment when different cultures and belief systems were born, influencing the course of history itself? Further, could Babel have been the birthplace of secret societies, mystery religions, and esoteric knowledge that still shape the world today? God's decision to scatter humanity was not simply about disrupting communication. It may have been about preventing unified rebellion against divine order. When mankind worked together, they became capable of technological, political, and spiritual feats that could rival divine power. By scattering them, God ensured no single human empire could dominate. Was the division of languages not just a punishment, but a divine security measure against the rise of something worse? Many scholars believe that after the scattering at Babel, remnants of its ideology and religious practices continued to spread across the world. This may have led to the birth of mystery religions in Egypt, Babylon, Greece, and Rome. In Egypt, the Egyptian mysteries. Their gods, like Thoth and Osiris, were believed to hold the keys to divine wisdom. In Babylon, the Babylonian priesthood. Ancient Babylon held onto arcane knowledge, which later influenced secretive cults. In Greece, the Eleusinian and Dionysian mysteries. Ancient Greek cults promising enlightenment to initiates. In Rome, the Mithraic mysteries. A Roman underground religion with secretive initiation rites. Could modern secret societies be continuing Babel's rebellion? Many groups, such as the Freemasons, Rosicrucians, and the Illuminati, have been accused of guarding lost knowledge from ancient civilizations. Freemasonry and the Tower of Babel. Some Masonic traditions describe Babel as an attempt to unify mankind under hidden wisdom. The Illuminati's goal of one world government is similar to Babel, a world under one rule. And then there's the Vatican's secret archives. Some believe they hold texts revealing pre-Babel knowledge. Did Babel influence our political and financial systems? Some researchers believe that the economic and political structures in place today trace their origins to Babylonian financial and governmental models, where power was centralized and controlled by a few. For example, the central banking system. The idea of centralized financial power echoes ancient Babylon's economic control. Also, corporate symbols and logos. Many modern companies use ancient esoteric symbols linked to the Babylonian priesthood. We also have the United Nations and global governance, an attempt at reversing Babel's scattering, perhaps? Finally, mass surveillance and control. Does modern data collection mirror Babel's attempt at universal oversight? If Babel's fall was meant to prevent a singular ruling system, are we now reversing that course through modern governance and technological unity? The goal of Babel may not have been just political or religious, but also scientific. Did they uncover forbidden knowledge on energy, anti-gravity, or even time manipulation? Some believe remnants of their discoveries influenced the Great Pyramids, precision engineering that we still struggle to understand, ancient megalithic structures built with unknown technologies, sacred geometry used in architecture, possibly linked to divine power. Could Babel have been humanity's first attempt at harnessing advanced technology? Was their knowledge secretly preserved by elite groups? Some theorists suggest the Tower of Babel was not just a structure, but an attempt to access other dimensions or divine realms. Could Babel have been a portal to the heavens, similar to descriptions in other ancient texts? For example, Jacob's ladder, Genesis 28:12, is a stairway connecting earth and heaven. In the book of Enoch, there are descriptions of gates where divine beings travel, and there are modern theories on portals, connections between ancient gateways and modern particle physics experiments. If Babel's builders had simply been arrogant, why would God see them as an actual threat? What knowledge did they uncover that made divine intervention necessary? God's decision may have been an act of cosmic security, preventing mankind from accessing dimensions beyond their comprehension. Is Babel's spirit alive today? Are we unknowingly rebuilding Babel through globalization and AI language unification, reversing God's scattering, scientific advances like CERN, a new attempt to open portals, one world political systems, a modern version of Babel's universal rule? Babel wasn't just a tower. It was an attempt to reach beyond what God allowed. And today we're seeing echoes of the same rebellion. The question is, are we ready for what happens next? What do you think? Is history repeating itself? If you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe for more biblical mysteries, prophecy, and hidden truths. Let's uncover the secrets of the past to prepare for the future.